Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Chef Kenneth Boyle. I'm living in Beach, Oregon, Oregon coast. It's about 80 degrees today, so it's a hot one. Got the AC pumping in the kitchen. Today we're going to make a beetroot hummus pie with some Zhug sauce. Really got to get some phlegm out for that one. So, we'll get started here. I already ground everything up in the blender, so you don't have to hear those loud noises. So here we go. First things first, we got our oven set to 350, ready to go over there. Next up, we will get our pie tin going with our falafel batter. So those first steps that you see in the recipe is what we're going to be putting into the pan right here. If you got kids at home, this is a fun little interactive thing for them as well. Also want to let you know that this recipe is vegan, gluten-free, all the above, dairy-free, so something for everyone. With the meat shortage going on in the country too, it's also good to start cooking like this as well, because you're not going to have an option soon. They're very few if you want to pay for it, so yeah. So we're just going to spread this out, kind of get a pie shape form going on here. Feel free to get down and dirty with it, get your hands in there. It doesn't have to be perfect right now. We're going to do a pre-bake for about 10 minutes. It's pretty pliable after that as well, so you can kind of get the edges sorted out and kind of get a nice little well going on in there. All right. All right, so we're just going to pop this bad boy in the oven for about 10 minutes. And while that's rocking, Sabra hummus we're partnering with here today. We're going to be mixing our beetroot puree and this hummus together, which I have all set for you right here. All this just pureed up, get into the bowl, easy money. Then we have our zucchini already chopped up, our tomatoes chopped. And we'll get our Zhug sauce going. So pretty simple here. All we're doing is getting olive oil ingredients all mixed into the bowl. So right here we have our parsley, cilantro all chopped up. Rough chop is fine, you know. I'm not trying to get a Michelin star here or anything. Minced garlic, that right into there. Our Serrano chili peppers for heat. Any pepper you want to use, go for it. If you don't have serranos, no big deal. Jalapenos are fine. If you don't want all the heat, just go for regular pepper. No big deal. And we have our lemon juice. Put that in there. Then we have all our spices. So we have cumin, our coriander, pepper, salt, and our cardamom. I'm just grinding the pods up in a living order pestle. If you don't have that, coffee grinder works fine as well. Pretty easy money on getting that sauce prepped out. Maybe about 500 prep times. Chopping the parsley and cilantro, and the peppers are the biggest halves there. So that's our sauce right there. Can you guys hear me all right? Just saw that. Well, I'd like to thank everybody for joining once again. Got friends from all over the world, family back on the East Coast, so very excited to be cooking with everybody, even though we're at home. Our restaurants at the South Shane are going more the wellness route, so it actually works well with the meat shortage going on. So you'll see a lot of vegetables that from the Northwest that we'll be showcasing as we get back into it. Obviously, it'll be a slow roll, but we're back. We invite everybody to come out and hang out with us. Cool. We're going to pull that out of the oven for a second and get that pie shape going on. So again, if you want your kids to get in on this, obviously you don't let them touch the glass or the pie pan. They'll definitely burn their fingers. So, but if they want to get going with it, it's like Play-Doh. It's pretty awesome. Just kind of throwing that crust around the inside there. And then we're going to take our beetroot hummus. If you don't fancy beets, you want to use something else, a different vegetable that you can puree up. No big deal. You want to do carrots, you want to do English peas. English peas will be coming into the season pretty soon here. That would be awesome as well. And then Mother's Day coming up. This is a fun little colorful dish as well. I'm going to show Mom your cooking skills. And you can use any hummus with this as well. It does not have to be roasted garlic. You know, any of the sour hummuses are perfect for me. So you got a little heat with the spicy one. So there we go. There's that. And vegetables as well. You know, if you don't have zucchini, tomatoes, whatever you have hanging out around the house, throw whatever you want on there. You know, it's a veggie pie. Have fun with it. So we're just going to lay our zucchini all around. We'll have greens that we have cut here. And then after that, we'll get our tomatoes on there and pop this guy back in the oven. Before our closure, we started with a beetroot hummus dish at the South Shane, and it was a fan favorite, so that's where the inspiration comes for that one. And whatever we have laying around in the fridge as well. So, as we go through this, we're not going to have access to a lot of things that we're used to, but we'll look at what we got. It's an awesome time for creative people right now as well. If you don't feel so creative, if you find yourself there, no problem. So we'll go for that. Then we'll pop this back in the oven for about 15 minutes or so. All right. I know that will take some time, so I already made one ahead of time. I'll come around and grab that guy for you. So this is what our finished product is going to look like. We'll just pour some Zhug over it. A lot of these herbs, we just started a little garden as we got to plant a few months ago. So it's really cool. I mean, if you're in an apartment building, you can just do a little window grow on your balcony. We don't have a lot of space to do it around townhome. So, but anybody that does have some land, get out there and garden. You know, it's going to be on us to take care of ourselves a little bit more, take care of our neighbors as well. So, keep washing your hands. Clean out there, be safe. And I know a lot of states are opening up pretty soon, so just be aware of your surroundings, be aware of the people around you, and just be respectful, really. But anyway, this is our dish right here. It's super healthy, super refreshing as well. The falafel crust actually does hold moisture pretty well. It's not going to be super dairy. And then that Zhug sauce is just going to give that nice little heat to kind of balance everything out. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, we'll move into that. Cole Owens. Hey Cole, is there a difference between beets and beetroot? No, there is not. The beet is a root out of the ground, so all we did was take the beet, boil it up with a little salt in the pot, just puree it up. If you do not have a food processor, you can just chop it up with a knife, no problem. Thank you, Cole. Anybody else for questions? Abby, what sour hummus flavors could you use with this? So we went with a roasted garlic, just to give it a little bit more flavor. But like I said earlier, any hummus that sour makes, you can go with. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be delicious. All right. Michelle, this is such a creative recipe. What inspired it? Yeah, so we did a beetroot hummus at the Salad Chain. I was speaking about that earlier if you just tuned in. And that was just super popular. And growing up in New York, I used to work for a chef named John McCrest at Golden Links, and we made falafel every week, and that's where the Falafel Crust comes from. Obviously, we don't have any eggs or white flour in this. We have a straight Garbanzo flour, just to keep it so gluten-free. So awesome, thank you, Chef. Nicola, can you cut into it so we can see what it looks like? Of course, of course. Who's gonna ask that question? Right there. I'm sure that's spatula but get the knife in there and pop that out. This one's still a little bit warm, so it'll be a second, but you get the camera to come in a little bit. I can kind of keep a little angle there so you can kind of see where we're at. But yeah, you can eat this warm straight out of the oven. It's fine if you want to chill it. Eat the next day. It's awesome the next day as well. So we'll let that cool off a little bit before we get it on the plate. Awesome, Lisa. How much dry cardamom if we don't have seeds? I say just under a quarter teaspoon will be fine with that. Yeah, again, if you don't have seeds, it's all good. Pretty ground is great. So. How crisp does the falafel get compared to it being fried? Pretty crispy on the outside, and then it'll hold its moisture on the inside pretty well. Even the next day, you won't get that dry pastiness in your mouth. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. Anybody else with questions? All right, awesome. Well, you can follow me on Instagram at Chef Kenneth Boyle, and also follow the Salad Chain at Salad Chain on Instagram as well. We're on Facebook, Kenneth Boyle Salad Chain, and its respective sites. So yeah, thank you again, everybody, for joining us here on the beautiful Oregon coast, and we'll get you out here pretty soon. All right, awesome. Thank you, guys.